Oh yeah, and another move he has is forward forward 1+2. It doesn't track at all to his left, but it tracks 100% to his right. I'll demonstrate it here. You will never step this move. As you can see, she already like stepped to my back, but Lars is still going to track you down. We'll have her step the other way. And it's easily sidesteppable to my back. But if you decide to step the other way, I'm going to chase you down the whole time.
Man, Fukusu was raping me with that move. Sidewalk right. That's all I needed.
Pretty much.
All right. I learned something. All right. Let's go ahead now then and talk about Lars' crush moves.
All right.
Sounds good.
Alright, so speaking of Lars' crush moves, we'll discuss his high crushes first. Lars actually has a grip of high crushing moves.
Grip.
A grip, as you can see Al demonstrating here with his fists. So yeah, Lars, you know, basically his easy crush moves are, you know, generic down 4, it's an easy crush, down back 4, down 4-2 has slight crush frames, back 1 also has slight crush frames as well. And as I discussed earlier, I'm going to do a jab and I'm going to do a back 1+2, and how I discussed how he avoids some mids, you could avoid mids this way as well. As you can see, Al did down 4-4 with Elisa, which is a mid, and Lars just clearly went under it. You know, the other crush move, other high crush move he has is a 4-3, which is also a low crush, which we'll go into that a little later. A 4-3 crushes highs, some mids as well. I'm not too sure how well it'll crush against Elisa's down 4-4, but we'll see. Yeah, so it doesn't crush all mids, but it can crush mids, so just keep that in mind. You know, it crushes highs pretty easily. I'll demonstrate 1+2. 1+2 also has a high crush range as well. I'll have Al demonstrate a standing forward and then a standing jab. As you can see, it doesn't happen instantly, but later in the frames it does crush highs a little bit. Now to move on to low crushes, Lars basically has 2 low crush moves, which is a 4-3, which covers, you know, high mids and lows, some mids. So it's pretty much like a Dragon Punch Street Fighter, invincible. But you know, some mids will hit him out, like I mentioned before, and obviously it's a low crush since he's jumping off the ground.
One of the best crush moves in the game.
I think possibly the best crush move in the game.
Had a feeling.
And then Lars' safer low crush option is up forward 4. I'll do a jab and then Al will do a down back 3. We'll show them here. As you can see, I'll clearly jump over a low. And then keep in mind though, he is airborne for quite a while, so he can get hit by mids and highs, but why would you want to do that when I have an up forward 3? Oh yeah, let me talk about another move too. This is not really a crush move, but he kind of takes a step back and comes back at you. It's his down back 1+2. You know, it could. It's not really a crush move. He's just he's just avoiding it. It's an evasive move. Yeah, as you can see here.
So it doesn't wall splat? Not even on counter hit?
It doesn't, but on counter hit, it gives the same stun as forward 1+2 would.
So you still get a juggle.
Yeah, so I still get a juggle only on counter hit, as you can see here. That's pretty much it.
Alright, so let's talk about some of Lars' common moves, you know, his common pokes, his common strings, that kind of stuff.
Alright, so basically like I said earlier, down back 2-1 could crush highs sometimes. It's not really reliable as a high crush, but like I said, it tracked, it's safe, it's a natural combo, it's 15 frame startup, so it's a great poke to, you know, keep on your opponent. Another thing I like to do is, you know, just like when I'm rushing down with like 1-2 or something, quick little jab strings. 2-1 and 1-1 is great since it's a high mid string and they both start off with a jab. The good thing about this is that if they were to random duck or something and they were trying to hit me with some while standing move, the 1 and 2-1 will catch, or the 1-1, the second one, will catch as well when they're ducking. You know, as far as low pokes, a lot of people complain that Lars doesn't have very good low pokes, which I don't really agree with. He has down back 1-3. You can cancel it by doing down back 1-3 down, which will put him into full crouch.
But that's not really a stance.
It's not a stance. It's just, you know, going from standing to crouching. He just does a little twirl, fancy twirl to get there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he does that. He does that. It's not any safer. You just have an option to go into full crouch or not. He is minus on hit. I believe he's minus 2 or 3 on hit, so he's not at advantage, but the damage is not that bad. It's 22 damage, so it's a little stronger than most low pokes. You know, he has his down 4, which is great for ending rounds with, especially with your with how much range it has when they're backdashing. It catches them. Down back 4, use it at your own risk. The range is amazing, but also it staggers on blocks, so use that sparingly as well. I talked about down back 2-1 being a great natural combo string. Another great natural combo string he has, which is safe as well. 16 frames, back 2-1. It's natural combo. It's about, I don't know how much damage it does. Let me see how much damage it does. What was I say? 36?
32.
32 damage. Yeah, 32 damage. So it's really strong for a natural combo, and it's safe as well. If you delay it, it's no longer a natural combo, but
yeah, you can delay that pretty long.
it's no longer a natural combo. But if they try to retaliate between that, I get a free counter hit. And then I can follow up with a down 1+2 there.
And what about his 1-1-1 while we're talking about delay strings? Is that all a natural combo?
No, it's not.
Okay.
1-1 is, but 1-1-1 is not.
And so
it's not even a NCC as well.
Okay, NCC natural counter combo.
And another string I like to use, I was talking about 2-1 and 1-1 being a natural combo, and it's high mid, so I don't have to worry about them ducking right away. Another string he has is forward 1-2. It's slightly slower. It's 13 frames compared to 10 frame jabs, but it's great to use every once in a while.
And so all of these jab strings you're showing us, they're all pretty
High
much
mid.
Safe.
Yeah, they're all safe.
They're all safe.
They're all safe. The main purpose is that the second hit is mid, so I don't have to worry about them ducking or something. Another thing I like to do is, you know, stay back a little bit, and then, you know, when they're coming towards me, I do a little wall standing 4 to keep them out. Or, like I said earlier, wall standing 2, just wall standing 2 to keep them honest. Or if they're getting too close to my face, I'll just do wall standing 2 down and then get out of there. So that's a nice, useful poke as well. Another great poke that Lars has, and I believe it's his best low poke, is his full crouch down forward 1+2. It does 24 damage, so it's the same damage as Brian's low soccer kick, I believe. So it's great for a low poke. It's only minus 12 on block. It leaves me at +1 advantage when it hits, and it also puts me back in standing.
So you can do like down back 1-3 and then hold down as it to stay full crouch.
Yeah, I could do down back 1-3.
And then you got to mix it with that and while standing 2.
Yeah, but like I said earlier, down back 1-3 isn't advantage, so you could kind of use it at your own risk. It's 18 frames, so keep that in mind. So it's not too fast, but it's still unseeable. And mix that up with like while standing 1 or something, and they're bound to, you know, start ducking. He also has some bigger lows, such as 4-4-3+4, which has great range, good damage. He also has 4-4-4-3 for huge damage. Block the first hit of 4-4-4-3. I'm in stagger, so it's pretty risky. Use it at your own risk. Second hit as well is also launch punishable. It's minus 18 on block, so keep that in mind. If you're gonna use it, at least use it in range, so you don't give them a free launcher.
And at least mix the 4-4-2.
Yeah, and the mix-up for that is you could always do a 4-4-2, and then they both come out from dash, and, you know, follow up with a big combo or whatever. You don't want to really duck against Lars. He has all the options.
Especially with all those jab strings too that all are ended with mid.
Yeah,
you're
so
constantly locked down with them, I feel like.
Yeah, you're constantly locked down, and then he also has, you know, he could throw back 1s in there into his poke strings. He also has down back 2-1s, like I said, which both track both ways. So it's great tools to keep you locked down or keep you in place. And you also don't want to whiff against them. Like the one time you want to retaliate, and then I'm sidestepping and I'm 4-1+2ing you or something.
And then his 4-4-3+4, the running slide kind of move, is that linear? Easily walkable?
The second hit kind of follows you around, but you know, he kind of dashes like past you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So even if you get hit, you can kind of keep walking sometimes, or if it hits at an angle, I guess.
Yeah, but if it does hit like that, you know, if I run away like that, you can't really get anything. But if the first one hits and you're still stepping, I don't really get punished for it since.
What about in a situation where your back is to the wall and he does it and it kind of misses? So if Elisa gets her back to the wall really quick, and Lars slides past, like, and she's slightly off axis. Oh, okay. So then you can get really bad.
I'm like nowhere to go, so the wall's right there, so I'm pretty.
So it's not a good low move to use when when they're back to the wall like that.
Yeah, I guess. The thing I like to do is just, you know, use a lot of full crouch down for 1+2. There's really no, you know, it's really safe, good damage, +1. What other low do you really need? Just find a way to put that into your Lars game. and that's about it.